Welcome to another God Mode episode, guys. In today's video, we are going to have a look at another epic. We're basically going to give him some of the best gear. He is +4. He does have a 6-star blessing. And we're going to take him in the endgame. We're going to see what we can do with this champion. Now, I've done in the past Whisper. I've done Fanax. I've done Morak. And many more to come. But in today's video, guys, we are going to have a look at an epic champion that I personally think he's really powerful. And that is Ethlen the Golden. He is actually so freaking important, not because of his damage only, but because of everything else that he brings in his kit. His base stats are not necessarily the best. His survivability is lacking a little bit, only 13k HP. His speed, only 97. But everything else in the kit is actually freaking crazy. With A1, he attacks an enemy and he will place a shield buff on the champion equal to 10% of the damage dealt for 2 turns, and he will also heal a little bit. With a second skill, Paralyzing Stakes. Now, this is actually really freaking paralyzing because the block active skills on enemies is going to be massive. And if you do not land that, is going to land True Fear instead. Attacks all enemies twice. The first hit has a chance of placing a block active skills. The second has a chance of placing a True Fear, of course, if he did not place the block active skills. With the third skill, Glimmering Gold places an increased crit damage buff and an increased accuracy buff on the champion and grants an extra turn. And then you have the passive that really makes him very good. Ignores 10% of the defense when attacking support, defense, and HP-based champions. The ones that matter the most because they tend to be the tankier champions in a fight. Of course, this will not work against bosses, and we have an accuracy aura for all battles. This kit makes him a specialist in faction wars, a specialist in the Curse City, a specialist on wave control, and of course, damage. Let me just quickly share the build with you guys. I'm fortunate enough to have this bad boy at +4 and with a 6-star blessing. Now, currently, I am on the test server because I have the High Elves Faction Wars open. I actually gave him the gear from my Theox. I will swap the accessories when we move into PvP to make sure I have a full stone skin set. But at the moment, he has a Savage set and a Pinpoint accessory. Total stats, we have 41k HP, 8,300 attack, 2.9k defense, 256 speed, full crit rate, 329 crit damage. We do have a relic on him as well, which is the Irati Coronet, which will boost his damage once he starts landing debuffs. And as a blessing, because we do have a 6-star on him, we have a Crushing Rend. Masteries, we have the following. We have offense and support. Basically, Ham Smasher as tier 6. Now, he is not really a boss specialist. He's not going to be insane in clan boss. He's not necessarily going to be insane in Hydra, even though I never tested him in there. We will do it in today's video just to see what sort of numbers we're getting from him. He won't really ignore defense in there, but maybe, just maybe, he will be good in there too. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that he could potentially be helpful in the Chimera progression-wise. And I'm talking up to the stage where you're going to get a Lydia or a better champion for block active skills or fear, because with this skill is actually going to be very good versus the Viper form, because it will put the block active skills. And with the True Fear, is going to be very good versus the Ramp form, which will enable your damage dealer to survive in there. And of course, overall, you're going to be able to complete more trials. Leaving all that on the side, guys, let's actually take him in for a spin. We're going to go straight to the Dragon Slayer, stage 10. We're going to see what we can do with him in here. Ethlen, where are you hiding? Sorry, I typed a bit too fast. Not you, because you're only a 4-star. But this one right here, guys. Very curious to see what numbers we're kicking in. The main thing is not even the damage on him, is mainly the rest of the skill. So we're going to bring that in and let's see. 2 hits. Whoa! Oh, whoa. Yes, that blessing 1,000,000% helps us. But look at the freaking damage, guys. What we had there, way over 500,000 damage. Crazy, crazy, crazy good damage. We literally one-shot 3 of the enemies. Yes, the build is pretty crazy too, okay? I'm not going to say that the rest does not help. And no, for whoever is constantly saying any damage dealer will deal damage with that build and a 6-star crushing grand, well, no, that is just not how it works. It's all about having good multipliers. But the main thing that matters, if they survive, let's just say we're now one-shotting them. Let's just say you cannot get a build like this. Even though the whole point of the video is having a god mode build and see what we can do in endgame. Having that block active skills on the enemies, not allowing them to use any active skills is absolutely massive, guys. So very good damage with the AoE skill. And curious to see if we're going to get to use the basic skill. Probably not, but we're going to start another fight right here quick. And we're going to see exactly what we can do with his A1. So we're going to boost the thermometer. I'm still going to buff with him. Actually, we do not need to buff with him. Yeah, actually, we do. The crit damage, bro. What am I talking about? Because he's not increased attack. So I'm going to go with the A1 versus this champion right here. 235k. We got some healing and we got a good chunk of shield on him. Pretty damn nice. So his damage is definitely there. You've seen me testing legendary champions with crazier stats and cat's gaze or other things like that, and the damage is still not as good as on this epic, right? The empowerment is not boosting the damage, it's just giving you additional stats. So it's not like, oh my god, he's gonna get 50% more damage from that. Now, the next thing, faction freaking wars. High Elves, do we have a stage where we need to basically put block active skills on hard mode? I do not remember that, but I'm gonna go through all of them. It's gonna be very good versus this stage. Don't land any weak hits. Really, really good. What do we have right here? Get an extra turn. I can't remember if we have the requirement of using block active skills in here. Maybe we do not. Maybe we do not. 7 or more buffs. No, that is not relevant. That's the ally attack. Maybe on lower stages. Or maybe not, right? But either way, we're just gonna go on one of the stages, right? So defeat. This is the freaking hegemon. I hate him. We're gonna go versus this stage. Defeat 4 enemies before they take a turn. Now, of course, we do need to do a lot of damage in order for that to happen. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Ethlen the Golden. Come to Papa. Where are you hiding? There we go. And let's crack on with the run. Having that ability to put the block active skills is going to be really, really good. So you're going to see just how good it is in a second. So check this out. I'm going to buff to get that. I might not have enough accuracy for this stage. Probably I won't. I just realized that. But we freaking one-shot them. We one-shot them. Look at that, man. And we have block active skills. And look at the HP on the other ones. Literally, the only one that has HP in here is Frolny, okay? So if you do not have some of these OP legendaries, like I have an Itos in here. I have a Balanor, right? Which are crazy, crazy good legendaries. At least for this type of content. If you do not have that, definitely consider Ethlen the Golden. Because he can 1,000,000% do some freaking insane work in here. Let's see, are we gonna get clapped by anyone or we're gonna be good? 226k, no increased attack versus that versus that Elva. Crazy, crazy, crazy good. And what are you doing? 120k more or less. Still good damage. But Ethlen the Gold, it seems like he might actually do a bit of more damage than Itos. Okay, are we getting wrecked right here by this? Probably. That's fine. We'll revive. Not a problem. We'll revive. But we have no freaking healing, do we? No, and that Null is actually nasty. Okay, we gotta get some healing. We got some healing. We got a small shield. And can we kill that freaking Null before she's poisoning our soul? Yeah, you do that. Beautiful. So we got the clans. I do want to keep this skill available for the next wave because I will definitely need it there. We have the freaking champions from the Shadowkins, which are really, really nasty. Okay, so let me take it down. 300k casual with the A1. This faction unity champion in the high elves, guys, is just such a nasty, nasty champion. Is he gonna take a turn before me? No. So, watch this. Ow! Ow, ow, ow! 2.6 million damage. We literally racked the entire freaking wave with a nuke from Ethlen the Gold. Now, I can tell you one thing. I do not have a 6-star blessing on my Itos. I do not necessarily have such good gear on Itos. But now I'm just thinking to myself, why I haven't used Ethlen the Golden in Faction Wars Hard Mode instead of Itos? Because he deals way more damage than my Itos, okay? Hands down. Like, I've defeated the entire faction on my account, okay? And I've done it with Itos. I did not use Ethlen the Golden, but I do regret it now. And you do have this freaking stage. Where is it? Do not land weak hits. Ethlen the Golden is Void Affinity. And he's going to dump on them so freaking hard. Now, I quickly want to do just like a very small run in the Hydra Clan boss. Just to have a bit of a look at his damage. Like, I am not expecting him to be great in here. But I still want to try him. I still want to see if he can actually put in some decentish numbers or not. Very curious about it, right? That's pretty much it. So we're going to have all of the buffs that we need in here. Let's land a provoke. Yeah, we can go. We can buff and we can use the AoE attack. Let's see. Now, we do have a lot of damage reduction. So we got like 100k plus. But what I'm looking forward to is to actually see when we are getting the heads decapitated. That's what I want to see. We're going to use the Fusion Champion in here too, because why not? What a freaking crazy damage dealer. For the Hydra Clan boss, the freaking Hound with Shayak, they are insane. Literally insane. I was not expecting Plarium to give the champion such good multipliers, but they did. And if you haven't checked the Fusion video out yet, guys, make sure you guys do it. I've posted it the other day, and my god, I was well impressed with it. So let's decapitate one head. What else we are having? Okay, one down because of the counter attack. Another one. Another one. Yes. Yes. Do not attack me next time. Do not attack me next time. So let's get it up and running. Get a thermometer, put the defense down, and weaken. One thing that I won't have on Ethlen right now, of course, is increased attack. But I'm going to attack the Head of Decay with the A1 skill. 893k with the basic skill. Pretty good without increased attack. Okay? And as I've mentioned, I am really not expecting him to be a freaking monster in here. Okay? I really do not expect that. So let's buff again. I just really want to see a bit the damage. Nothing else. Okay, so now we can use the AoE, and we do have the increased attack still. That's what will stop. That's what we want to see. 634, 400k, 500k on the other side. So around a million and a bit with the AoE skill. Definitely not impressing in the Hydra Clan boss. Like, he's not really putting big numbers in here. But for other content, yes, very solid. And it seems like, actually, let me... No, I don't have the increased attack. I'm not going to wait another cycle. He's not doing crazy damage in here, though. Like, you can definitely see that. The AoE was a bit underwhelming for a 6-star Crushing Grand champion on decapitated heads and all that stuff. But hey, there are plenty of different places where we can actually use the champion. So what I'm quickly going to do, guys, I'm actually going to give him a couple of stone skin accessories so I can do a couple of PvP fights. So let's see what we have in terms of stone skin for this faction, because I have no freaking idea. We got an attack ring, which is good. Do we have a crit damage amulet? We do. Okay, so we can use a crit damage amulet and still keep the same banner on. And because I am on the test server, which I already mentioned, I have tons of resources available to play around with. And I should be able to get a crit damage up and running in no time. Hopefully in no time. Game? Hello? You only have 4 freaking stats in there. Just give it a crit damage. Just give it a crit damage. You only have 4 stats on it. There we go. So, I can actually chuck in a glyph on him too, because why not? God mode is God freaking mode. I'm not even... Actually, I'm gonna try for a legendary one, bro. 9%. That's good. So, total stats with Savage and Stone Skin. We're looking pretty juicy. One thing that I will like to do is basically get some more speed in here. I'm not even gonna bother with the rest. And then I'm gonna try to go over to this bad boy and make sure that I'm gonna get some gear on him. Priority, speed the highest, equipped, and we're gonna go down here to find some pieces of gear for this bad boy. Oh, we got a helmet, look at that, beautiful, and we have a shield, look at that, beautiful, and now we are ready to rumble in PvP. We are not going to go with Lockout Champion. Instead, we are going to go without that. So I'm gonna take that out. No Fabian, because we don't need him. And we're going to go in with this team. Hopefully, they won't cut on us. I see some immunity in there, which is fine. Actually, quite a bit of immunity. Oh, and we got locked. Okay, so it seems like they did manage to cut on us. Maybe I should bring in another Terminator booster like Arbiter. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to basically take down one of his biggest threats. And that's one of them right there. Okay, he locked me. And I'm going to try to take him down again, if I can. Okay, they healed. Maybe I need to bring in an Arbiter too, because he's going to bomb me now. Or maybe not yet. But he's going to kill me, okay. So I'm going to bring in an Arbiter just because they cut on me. So they do have some immunity in there, which is fine. What is Arbiter? I'm not even sure if she has gear, to be honest. She has some, okay. Let's give it a go like this. I should have enough Terminator to move in front of them. Assuming that there was no supersonic gear on any of them. Yep, a different story now. So basically, they have immunity, but I love ya. And that was just the first hit. The second one did not even have a chance to proc. Now, where he's going to shine the most is versus mythical champions, guys. This might not necessarily be the best idea to try and do what I'm doing, because that Shuzan probably is pretty damn fast. And it seems like a mega Kraken team, and that Marichka will stop my my HP burn. And again, the same story. Hey, we can go versus this one. And then we have another one right here that we can try out. I just want to make sure they're not cutting on him. And if he's Marichka in the team, I won't be able to melt their stone skin. So then the block active skills becomes pretty damn irrelevant, okay? So we're going to do that. And probably they will get some reflected damage back, but not that much. So we're going to put the increased crit damage. And if we don't kill them, which I highly doubt it, they will have the block active skills. Okay, so she survived. Everyone else died. Now, I'm in a pickle right now, because if she revives Narcissus, GG's. He's going to get full Terminator and he's going to cut on me. So I'm going to have to make sure I'm stopping her before she's allowed to do anything. So Ethlen, 313k damage. I'm actually going to move my big head on the other side. And we're going to do one more fight versus some more juicy mythical champions. For example, this nasty team right here. Nice. And we have a chicken. Do I actually need 2 Terminator boosters? Or I do not? Probably not. But what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to bring in a Nacret. Let's bring in a Nacret. Yes, Polymorph is his biggest nemesis, because Polymorph can actually transform our poor Ethlen the Golden into a sheep. And that, of course, might not be the best thing. Now, we can melt all of their stone skin just like that. We can buff. And now we can either put block active skills, either wipe them off the face of this earth. Yep. They survived, but that's fine. What are you doing now? Okay, they're not doing much because they can't really do much. So that block active skills. I'm going to go for nice. That passive should proc. So he has block active skills. So he can't do much about it. He can attack us. He can try. But once again, he cannot do much about that. The chicken cannot do much about it either. But the chicken oh, he had reaction. That's why he survived. I was wondering, like, how did the chicken survive? Okay. You see how powerful is the block active skills versus mythicals, guys? You can lock their skills with a warlord, with Crixia, with a Yumeko, with a Fabian. But they will still metamorph. And probably wipe you. That's why Ethlen the Golden, Vlad the Nightborn, champions that bring in block active skills are massive in today's meta. Now, I'm not trying to tell you that Ethlen the Golden will break the PvP at high-end arena or anything like that. But if you are in lower tiers, once again, you should give Ethlen the Golden a shot. That was all for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what do you think about Ethlen the Golden, and stay tuned for the next few episodes of God Mode Epic Champions coming to take over endgame content in Raid Shadow Legends. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and do me a solid, guys. Drop a comment. Help with that YouTube algorithm. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.